guys, and welcome to my June book haul. I did get one book on my New York City trip, which I hauled in my New York City haul, and it was This Shattered World by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. I've read this book. I absolutely love this book. I'm so glad to put it on my shelf, which goes along with a book on the very bottom here. This is so cool. I never saw those books, so that's why I picked it up in New York. And then like a few days later in a used bookstore, I saw this one. So I also have these Broken Star. So I don't remember which order these go in, but I'm missing the second or the third, I believe. I believe this was the first. Yeah, I don't know. But I'm excited that I have these two. I just need one more to complete my collection. These are books I probably would read someday. The Romance of Star in Outer Space, they all end up like alone, paired off with a man that they really don't know, or a female they really don't know. And then there is some sort of obstacle or some sort of challenge in their way. And they're all three like the same kind of settings of books. Like they're all like on different planets and different complications, but like the way the pattern of the books go are the same, the plot lines, which I loved and enjoyed. It was good. It was easy read. I think I read them last year. Stalking Jack the Rippers. I read this one last year and I enjoyed the book, and yeah, I want to read the second one, but I never got around to it, Dracula. So maybe if I find that one. Yeah, but this one is about a girl. It's kind of a longer story, but it's about a girl whose like father used to work in like cutting up cadavers and bodies, and she goes on this hunt looking for who Jack the Ripper is, and surprise, surprise, it's somebody close to you. But which is like most thrillers are actually true, like true stories, like usually it's somebody close to you who has killed somebody. I picked up Inside Out and Back Again by Taha Lane because I absolutely love this. I read this last year, not this year's middle grade March 2019, but in 2018 I read it in middle grade March and absolutely loved it, adored it. So I saw it to pick it up, and my daughters can read it. It is a poetry book about a girl who comes here. I don't remember where she was from. Yeah, she was from Vietnam, and she moves here, and it's kind of her struggles to fit in and everything, but it's all done in poetry. It's a really quick read. It is a middle grade read and absolutely recommend it. Enough. Absolutely loved it. I have two Sophie Kinsellas I picked up because probably what they said on the back, because I just read I Owe You One and it was so cute and funny, and I was like, love Sophie Kinsella. If I'm reading a lot of chick lit anywhere this year, might as well pick up some more. So I picked up Can You Keep a Secret and The 20s Girl. Okay, so this one is like a bit of an intrigue story. It's about Laura and Sadie. Laura is pretty young, and Sadie has lost a necklace that she's had for like 75 years, I think. Is Sadie old? I can't tell from the back cover. Anyways, it makes this unlikely duo that sounds really good and cute. And her books are always funny rom-coms, typically. Sometimes not. Maybe this one's not. I'm not sure. But this one is Can You Keep a Secret? This one, yeah, follows a young girl who has secrets from her boyfriend, from her mom, from everybody. And then she spills them all. Like, just, you know, sometimes you start talking and you don't know what you're saying, and she spills all her secrets to a young man on the plane, and then he turns out to be her newest CEO at her job. So he knows everything about her, all these secrets she has. And yeah, what I picked up was The Woman in the Window by AJ Finn. No idea what this is about. No, it's a thriller. No, it's like a big thriller this year. It's a soon-to-be motion picture, so I want to see it. So this is about a young Mrs. Havisham. Not really Mrs. Havisham, but it's a girl who's like locked herself up inside and she drinks all day. It reminds me of Girl on the Train, you know, when she's like drinking and you don't know what is real and not real. So that's what happens. The family was inside, then she sees something that's like earth-shattering and tears down your walls, and you have to figure out what is real and what was not real and what you actually saw. That is this kind of story. But yeah, I've heard nothing but great news about it. Rich People Problems. I think this is the third in the series because I just read Crazy Rich Asians. So I picked up this one because I own Crazy Rich Asians and I liked it. So I just need China Rich Girlfriend. Then I can read this one. But I saw this one at a used bookstore. So I went ahead and picked it up. I thought maybe I wouldn't keep Crazy Rich Asians while reading it, but by the end of the book I really liked it. I liked the ending. That's what sold me on it. So when I saw this one out after I had finished that one, I thought I'll just go ahead and pick that up because it was like $1. I also picked up this Lauren Graham's book, From Gilmore Girls to Gilmore Girls and Everything in Between, Talking as Fast as You Can. I think this is her second book. I picked up both of her books, but I absolutely love her. I haven't read her books. Hopefully they're good. But yeah, I went ahead and picked up this one by her. And I love Gilmore Girls. And when I was sick this month in June, I rewatched like all, you know, the hour-long episodes, the four-hour ones. I rewatched them all. So I picked up Marie Lu by Warcross by Marie Lu. I liked this game. It is a game. I liked this book. I read it last year. It is a game book where a girl gets sent into like a, well, she like breaks into this game called Warcross, and then she gets invited there by the guy who runs and owns Warcross, and they're trying to hunt down these people that are doing bad things to Warcross, and that's the whole, I think it was, maybe it was just two. Maybe it was just Warcross and Wildcard, because I read Wildcard at the very beginning of this year. But a great little YA book that I read last year. Awesome. I did pick up also a Casey West book because I've never read any of her books and I've heard a lot about her, so I picked up The Fill-In Boyfriend. So The Fill-In Boyfriend sounded like a cute little story. She gets dumped right before prom by this man named Bradley, and then she thinks quick on her feet and finds this other guy, and this other guy is waiting to pick up his sister, I believe, and he just has to be her fill-in boyfriend for 2 hours, and then the next day she can go to winning back Bradley, but the next day she's thinking about the fill-in boyfriend, of course, which is always true. It does happen. Happened to me in high school. Well, not that scenario, but you think you're gonna go back to one guy, but you move on. You move on. I also picked up from because whatever, Can Fall at the Pillars of the Earth. I've been wanting to read this book, but it's a big one, and I thought, you know what, maybe if I just pick it up, I'll sit down and read it sometime. Hopefully I like it. I did pick it up in a sale. It was only $1, so if I don't, I don't, but I've heard nothing but great reviews about it. But it's a really big one. Don't really know what it's about. And it's heavy. Got Bookends by Liz Curtis Higgs. I've heard about this one. Somebody recommended me this one, so when I saw it, I went ahead and picked it up. This one is about people who like come from the same background, but they end up on the opposite sides of an argument when they stumble upon this like piece of land, I believe. But I've heard a lot about it, like just like people telling me to read it. I don't know that much about it, but then obviously they have to learn to get along and everything. I think that's what it happens. Like, yeah, there's a treasure on this piece of land and they end up on opposite sides of getting along and fighting. And then I picked up this one by Phoebe Stone, The Juliet Code. A Romeo and Juliet code. I think hopefully it's a Romeo and Juliet retelling because I love retellings. Okay, so Felicity ends up kind of alone in life, and there's a really cute boy in town, and her younger brother or sister is getting like mysterious messages from their parents that they are trying to riddle, I guess, or figure out what the code is, and she thinks her parents might be in trouble. I don't know. It sounded like a YA Romeo and Juliet, hopefully. Retelling, we'll see. I love retelling, so I went ahead and picked it up. And then the last two I picked up, I think, I don't remember, but this one just captured me. It was called The Wild by Alex Mallory. About a young boy named Cade who lives in the woods, and he's from the woods, and he learned how to scavenge and live in the woods, and that's all he knows, and he's been on his own for a long time until this girl comes along named Dara, and Dara kind of thrusts him back into society. So it sounded intriguing, and I don't know, it just sounded really good, so I went ahead and picked it up. And then the last one is by Sarah Dessen, this Lullaby. It's like storytelling about a girl who doesn't want to get too close to guys, and her name's Remy, and she gets to that point in a relationship where she's going to break it off, and for whatever reason she doesn't break it off, and she starts breaking all her romantic rules. And it also sounded like a cute little story. There's so many books that I've bought lately that I need to read now. Between June and May, I've bought a lot of chick lit. Anyway, I will see you guys in my next book haul, hopefully. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully some of these maybe inspired you to read or to go pick some up. Or, yeah, some of them I've already read, obviously. But, yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. See you guys next time. Bye!